With the extra point, this is Erik McKinney, joined by Greg Katz. Greg, we're looking at, to this point in fall camp, your biggest takeaway in terms of a positive so far for USC.
Well, the biggest positive to me is you need bodies on the field to play. And there's been no major injuries thus far, which is maybe a little surprising because I can't believe they're in the same type of condition that they would have been if they had started off back in the spring and were able to maintain that. So when Clay Helton says that there's no injuries and he's thanking his stars and stripes, I believe him. Because at this point, and with such a big game against ASU, you need all hands on deck and ready to go. And, there's conditioning and then there's game conditioning. I don't believe they're in game condition. It's certainly not in the first game anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the defensive side of the ball. And again, without us being able to watch practice, we sure are relying a whole lot on what players and coaches and people who are there are saying about it. But two guys that defensively head coach Clay Helton has really raved about, Marlon Tuipulotu right there in the middle of the defensive line, and right behind him, Paula No Teote. Those are two guys in the middle of your defense going straight up the center. That you need absolutely huge performances out of, especially with Jay Tufele gone and losing a senior in both John Houston and Jordan Iosefo, who you didn't have last year, not going to have this year. So those bodies that you're missing kind of from the middle of the defense, you need a couple guys to step up in a big way. And again, so far, not that we've been able to see it, but so far everything we've heard has led us to believe that USC is going to get big performances out of those two guys, that they've both kind of turned the corner to becoming, big time defensive presences. And that is absolutely what USC is going to need right there in the middle of Todd Orlando's defense. Again, like you said, especially with Arizona State coming right, and their quarterback, Jaden Daniels, coming up right off the top of this schedule.